The invitation wasn't for her. It came in the mail by mistake, but when she read the groom's name, she dropped her coffee. It was the boy she almost married 47 years ago. Margaret was 72, retired, lived alone, two grown kids across the country. Her days were quiet, morning tea, crosswords, tending to the garden. One crisp autumn afternoon, a cream-colored envelope arrived in the mail. She assumed it was a catalog, but when she opened it, she found a wedding invitation. Gold trim, delicate font. She was about to set it aside when she saw the groom's name, Thomas Everett. Her hands trembled, not because of the name, but because 47 years ago she was supposed to become Mrs. Everett. In 1976, Thomas was her everything. High school sweethearts, he wrote her poetry in spiral notebooks. She stitched his name into the cuff of her coat. They planned to elope after graduation, run away from the small-town noise and start over somewhere new. But life has its own ideas. Thomas joined the Navy. She stayed behind for family. Letters came and went, fewer with each month. Until one day, nothing, no goodbye, no reason, just silence. She waited a year, then moved on, or at least pretended to. Now, decades later, a wedding invitation to someone else, but addressed to her house, brought it all rushing back. It was clearly a mix-up. The envelope was meant for a neighbor, maybe, but fate has a funny sense of direction. She stared at the RSVP card for hours. She didn't want to ruin anything, didn't want to show up uninvited, but she had to know. So she mailed a letter, just one line. If it's truly you, meet me by the lake, Sunday, noon. No name, no pressure, just a ripple in the water of time. Sunday came. She wore the same scarf from their last picnic, faded maroon. The lake hadn't changed, still glassy, still surrounded by tall pines that whispered in the wind. She sat on the bench, unsure if he'd come. The minutes passed like slow raindrops, then footsteps. He looked older, grayer, but the eyes were still Thomas. He stopped 3 feet away, no words. Then finally, I never stopped writing your mother, she sent them back. Margaret blinked. What? He explained. Her mother, stern, controlling, never liked him. Had intercepted his letters, returned them unopened. He thought she'd moved on. He tried calling once. Her number was disconnected. He took it as a sign. They sat by the lake for 2 hours, filled in the gaps. He never married. She did for 11 years, then divorced quietly. He worked as a mechanic, then a poetry teacher. She ran a bookstore. Both had lived full lives, but incomplete ones. So, you're getting married? She asked. Thomas smiled. No. That invitation was for my nephew. I just helped design it. Margaret laughed. Not because it was funny, but because fate had a sense of humor. The lake became their new tradition. Sundays, 2 benches, one past, one future. They never rushed. They didn't call it a second chance, just a continuation. Because sometimes love gets interrupted, paused by war, silence, or a mother's fear. But when it returns, if it returns, it carries something even deeper. If this story found you at the right time, share it. Some invitations aren't mistakes. They're reminders that it's never too late to finish the story.